Nightstones, a name that makes you wonder what secrets lie hidden in the shadows, right? From the very first moment I launched this game, I knew I was in for something different. Whether it's the atmosphere, the challenge, or the sense of adventure, Nightstones has something unique to offer. Nightstones is an indie adventure game that delivers a blend of puzzle-solving, mystery, and just enough suspense to keep you on edge. The game's set in an eerie yet charming village, with an aesthetic that immediately draws you in. Think handcrafted artwork that seems to have just the right amount of gloominess mixed with warmth. The whole place feels like it's breathing. There's character to every cobblestone and every building. As you navigate this village, the game's stunning artwork and subtle background audio pull you into a world where every step feels like a meaningful exploration. The game quickly introduces its mysteries without a lengthy backstory. You're dropped into the world with a cryptic introduction, and it's up to you to figure things out. This is the kind of game that respects its players' intelligence, leaving clues scattered across the environment for you to discover. No unnecessary hand-holding here. The puzzles are a central focus of Nightstones and strike a balance between challenging and fair. They make you think without leaving you completely stumped. It's the type of game where you feel smart for figuring things out, but not frustrated for taking too long. That said, the game doesn't spoon-feed you answers either. The puzzles often require close attention to detail, which honestly is a refreshing change from a lot of the overly guided experiences out there. One thing I found particularly engaging was the way Nightstones handles its narrative through environmental storytelling. Rather than giving you paragraphs of text or lengthy cutscenes, the game lets the world itself tell the story. The objects you find, the characters you encounter, even the buildings themselves, they all piece together the larger narrative. It gives you that aha moment when something finally clicks, and those moments are so satisfying because they feel earned. You get bits and pieces here and there, and before you know it, you're piecing together the bigger picture of what's happening in this mysterious place. The tone of Nightstones remains consistent throughout. It maintains a mysterious, nostalgic atmosphere, while also instilling a sense of unease that keeps you curious. The game is at its best when it lets you wander, search, and ponder in silence. That said, it's not devoid of interactions. There are a few other characters scattered throughout, and talking to them adds a layer of depth. They're odd, maybe even a bit creepy at times, but that adds to the charm. It makes you feel like everyone knows a secret that you don't, and it's up to you to figure it out. Visually, the art style deserves special mention. It's all very detailed, handcrafted, and visually striking. It's not flashy, but it doesn't need to be. The color palette and the shading make the village feel like it's alive, but also like it's hiding something. The music and sound effects are also excellent. They add an ambience that feels just right. When the music kicks in, it always matches the tone of what's happening without overpowering the moment. In a game like this, the audio can make or break the experience, and Nightstones gets it right. If I have any criticism, it's that Nightstones isn't always the best at explaining its mechanics. There are moments where you might find yourself wondering, unsure of what to do next. Now, I get that this might be intentional. After all, it's part of the whole exploration vibe the game is going for. But there's a fine line between making the player feel clever for discovering something and just leaving them frustrated. I had a couple of moments where I felt like I was going in circles before finally figuring it out. It's a minor gripe, but one worth mentioning if you're not a fan of a slower pace. The atmosphere is a standout feature. Whether wandering through dimly lit pathways, hearing your footsteps on gravel, or discovering strange symbols, Nightstones excels in creating an immersive experience. The way it pulls you into its world is what really makes this game shine. It manages to create suspense without ever resorting to cheap tactics. No jump scares or sudden loud noises, just a lingering sense of curiosity and a bit of dread. The pacing of Nightstones is deliberate, taking time to build tension and mystery without feeling slow. It's the kind of game you play when you want something thoughtful. It doesn't ask you to rush, but it doesn't let you lose interest either. There are surprises, but they're subtle, not over the top. It's in the little details, the way a door creaks open, the flickering of an old lamp, or the strange markings on a stone pillar. The sense of discovery in Nightstones is compelling, making each new area feel worth exploring. The more you look, the more you find, and it's almost always rewarding. There are secrets, collectibles, and hidden pathways that reward players who take their time. It's not a massive open-world game, but it doesn't need to be. Instead, it's tightly designed, with every area offering something new to uncover or solve. The ending is something I won't spoil here, but let's just say that it's one of those endings that makes you sit back and think. It's not exactly a happy ending, but it fits the mood and the journey the game takes you on. It leaves you with a sense of mystery, like you're still missing a piece of the puzzle. And I think that's the point. The journey through the village and its secrets is more important than any conclusion it could have provided. To wrap things up, Nightstones is a beautiful, well-crafted indie experience that rewards patience, attention to detail, and curiosity. It's not a game that everyone will love, but if you enjoy atmospheric puzzles, a mysterious setting, and the thrill of discovering a story on your own terms, then this is definitely worth your time. It's thoughtful without being overly complex, and it creates an experience that stays with you long after you've put it down. For me, Nightstones gets an 8.5 out of 10. It's engaging, creative, and captures that sense of wonder that so many games miss. If you're in the mood for something different, something that asks you to slow down and just explore, give Nightstones a try. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the review, be sure to like and subscribe for more game reviews and content. Drop a comment if you've played Nightstones. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And as always, see you in the next video.